Because you'll suck on my TT. Maybe I need to actually restart that computer. It has been running for a while without a reset. And I think that's why it is running ultra grainy. I am so happy that my dog isn't gonna die. It's fucking level Cloud 9 or something like that. Why do they call it Cloud 9? What would it be like different? What's so special about 9? I don't know. Really cool when you get good enough, you start doing all the moves and mixing them up, putting them together in workable patterns, and you don't even have to think about it. It's just second nature. It's really amazing. That was really cool. Elbow, you can counter with the view, and then you can this way, you can chop, and boom. All craziness in the house. Okay, good enough for that. I'm a little wrong, so I'm gonna throw some boxing punches. That's just plain old fun, you know. I don't need to do it for sport or anything, so I don't have to stand in a very strict boxing stance because, well, to be honest with you, one-sided sports are not good for your spine. I've had traits to prove it. So I stand more neutral, but I do use my body, and I punch actually across the center line. Yeah. So I got left and right, and then you know you throw your hooks up there, and I'm doing it more to kind of loosen up, so I'm not being super strict with it. But you know, I mean, obviously your box could be down here. But I just like to engage my entire body, my core, get everything working together. And please know that you're not doing this nonsense. With a wand or whatever, yeah. You're actually using your whole body from your toes to your elbows to your head, nose, and shoulders, toes, and bones. Whatever the fudge cook that song says, because that's just, you know, the way it is, sir. So use your whole body when you're just exercising, you know. I stand in a neutral stance. I try and move my whole body, put every bit of my body weight from the ground up into my hand. So, you know, if you're dealing with power, you're dealing with force times velocity, right? I'm sorry, mass times velocity. Come on, man. So, if you want to calculate force, it's mass times velocity. So you're basically taking the mass of whatever you're throwing. So if I'm going like this, it's just the mass of whatever this is, which is pretty massive. It's huge. No, just kidding. I'm actually quite small. But anyway, yeah. So if you're just throwing with your hands, you're only gonna get the hands mass behind, or your arm mass, or you know maybe a little bit of your shoulder if you're lucky. But if you start from your tips and toes and you wham, get your whole body behind it, you're gonna get all the mass generated here. So it's gonna be all that mass times all of the velocity you can muster. That's how you generate power. This is how anything generates power. It's just freaking physics, okay? Look it up if you don't believe me. It's on the internet, which is pretty much how everybody gets their education today, even through public schools or public universities. Or, I mean, maybe even Ivy League universities because this is the way we're going, you know? That's the way it is. This is the way it is. Don't you step on my blue suede toenail polish. Just kidding, I have details. You know, toenail polish. Alright, there's toenail polish. Well, just so you know, the dog is right there. He's still alive and well, and I'm still gonna try and keep that little sucker alive for a little bit and maintain happy and waddling around. Not very successfully, but still. You get an E for effort, son, and as long as you're not unhappy or in pain, I'm not considering letting the Reaper visit your door. So you can have the view. Great technique to come outside, clear the line, and then inside jet, and then you can actually drop to the net. I mean, you don't have to. It's just this is a common drill. You don't have to do that necessarily in actual combat. If we probably actually wouldn't do it in actual combat. The thing is, Wing Chun is very much like boxing. Is that there's no set way of doing things. You do what feels right at the time. You know, so when you're boxing, you practice in your jab, cross your hook, or your 2, 3s and your 2s, or your 2s and your 3s and your 4s, and all that. But when you're doing Wing Chun, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You could be practicing your punches like this, and then you might have to do this, and you might have to do this, and you might have to do this. You just don't know. You just have to mix up. You have to be able to go with the flow, and that's why the Chi Sao exercise exists, because you're not trying to fight the opponent. You're trying to feel where your flow is. You're trying to feel where the energy is coming from the other guy. You're literally just developing sensitivity, architecture of your body, and the ease of moving with the force in an efficient manner. So, if you're, there's really nothing wrong in Wing Chun, which is what my Sifu always tells me, unless you're going against the force. For example, I have their arm right here, and I'm yanking their arm across the center line, then I'm going against the force. I need to clear that line and then move in, and then, take a bite at a crime from the inside, if you know what I mean. Like,
some of the people in the top 20% today want to start with.
McDuck the Congo. Don't worry, not doing you be jealous.
Like NBA superstar Stephen Curry, the Google founders, Larry Page, Sergey Brin.
Yes, a Reba, the root
Someone wants in the middle today.
We go to the
But is it necessarily true that the rich got richer?
Do-do. Mama do-do-do.
And they ended up richer than the rich yesterday.
Watching Snatch earlier today with Brad the Fitz. He's doing the poiky. He's going, whatever the hell that dude was saying, whatever gibberish language that guy was speaking. But I just love that hair coursing scene. It's so amazing, And actually, when I saw that scene, I was actually taking a film study class. We were talking about juxtaposes and whatnot, and comparisons between one situation and another. And then so they've got the one criminal. Is it okay if I say the darker, large gentleman? Not this color, but closer to this color, but not exactly this color. You know what I'm saying? But not this color, and not this color, but closer to this color. You get the picture. It's the larger gentleman. Anyway, yeah. So the gangsters are chasing the larger gentleman through the streets of, I'm guessing, London or something, and the dogs are chasing the rabbit through the field, in which they're horse herring. The Pikes are horse herring against Tiggish and his little boyfriend. I don't know what his name is. But yeah, so love that scene. The music is amazing. I wish I could play it whilst I'm training, because that's what we used to. My old Muay Thai gym, they used to play that one all the time, and it was a good time because it was pumped up. And it brought back the scene kicking ass and taking names. That fight scene at the end of that movie, though, fucking amazing. One of the best bare knuckle boxing fight scenes. Not because of its technicality and its complexity, but because of its cinematography and how they did it. It's just like, whoa, that's so cool. The sound effects, the angles, it's funny, when you get hit in the head, it actually sounds the way it sounds in that movie. It's like a hollow tin sound. And you don't hear anything. You literally cannot hear anything. You can't hear the crowd. You can't hear anything. All you hear is the ping in your brain. I love that. It's actually kind of cool. And you know, honestly, being choked out is, it's not unpleasant. I mean, unless it's like a painful one where the gi is like giving you a fucking third-degree burn across your throat. But I mean, just an arm across your, or even if just one of the lapel collars is across the carotid, the jugular, it's not bad. I mean, I remember one time when I got, the first time I ever got choked out, it was literally, it was just, I'm not a big, like, I want to fight aggressively, and a lot of the other people are. I mean, I kind of go into it with my whole game, and I wrestle in high school. I'm not looking to wrestle, I'm looking at jiu-jitsu, so I'm trying to be, you know, more technical, a little bit more, you know, technically oriented, and utilize, you know, the technology and the art. And so I was kind of relaxing, and I literally was just relaxing, and I remember thinking, alright, well, he's already kind of tired, so I'm just going to let him burn himself out. And then the next thing I knew, I was dreaming about Hawaii, which is bizarre, but I was. And the coach was standing over me, he's like, Jake, you alright? You alright, Jake? He's Brazilian. That's the best. Okay, you're snoring. I'm like, what? No, man, I'm just chilling here, man. I'm just thinking about shit. Funny, like honestly, I had no idea that I was taking a little snooze because I got that lapel pulled across my jugular vein and they go right it out over you. And let me tell you, it's fast. It happens and you don't even notice it. I still didn't notice it. People were like, well, you know, because I was thinking, I was like, hey, I'm in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and why am I thinking about Hawaii? I was like, okay, I believe that I actually was taking a little nap. It was actually quite pleasant, and I felt super relaxed. Like when I woke up, I felt very happy and invigorated. I didn't feel bad at all. I was like, dude, that was actually kind of nice. You know, I might ask someone to come over here and do that like right before my bedtime. You know, it's better than the Ambien, which, if you have taken Ambien, let me tell you, that's some fun stuff in the right occasion, but in the wrong one, you will wake up in some strange circumstances with a lot of things out of place. And sometimes your hair, because it'll make you do funny things. You'll have called just about everybody in your phone book, and you will have said weird shit that you would never, ever say in your right mind if you had your higher faculties functioning correctly. Well, did you just cut out on me?
Oh boy. Just take a little bit of that.
Sorry, do carry on. Hold on, all that.
What in the world are you doing? I don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on.
Un momento, por favor.
Signorina, por favor. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, senor. Can you see that over there? Yeah, you can. Okay, let's take a video. Oh, what's going on? Why are you doing that? Alright, well, I guess that one's out of commission.
So if I go with that. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It might be Donkey Kong, or it could be even Tron, but no, it's not Tron because he's, you know, wearing a thong. He's wearing a thong that is, also doubles as a bomb. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? I'm happy. Okay. Open box. Yeah, that's right, Tommy. Tommy was man. Yeah. That's right, Tommy. Fucking fucked.
Good direction.
Come on, Tommy. I didn't take a second. Good scene. Right after, you know, the party. Not celebrating, I guess, in commemorance of the Mickey's mother's death. The Pikeys apparently get very drunk whenever they do that. I mean, understandably so, you know. They lost a loved one. Whatever. What do you want to know about loved ones? I haven't got any of those things in my life except my dog and my girl, but not extended family because they're fucking crazy. And if you think I'm crazy right now, no, believe me, they're like ridiculously crazy. Like Jack the freaking Ripper crazy. The total assholes. Basically, they're all just narcissists, you know. But I've seen that narcissism, in at least what I've seen lately in our culture, is you're very loud. That high pitch is not scaring all of you. Okay, so narcissism in our society, the Western society, if you will, that's what they like to call it. American society seems to be, well, maybe it is Western society, perhaps it's like all of the westernized civilizations, like, you know, your Snapchat and all that other nonsense, but it seems that as though people are becoming incredibly narcissistic. They're super entitled to just about anything. Like, for example, I have a roommate right now, and okay, you need to knock that off right now, sir, because you are being like that fucking loud shit that you do. No, not cool. I don't like that. No, none of that. None of you. None of you. Where was I? Right. I had a roommate, actually. He's moving out here pretty soon. But, you know, I do respect my roommates who get up early, you know what I mean? Because you have to work and you need to be, you know, firing on all cylinders. But, you know, he was looking for a room, obviously, to save money. Well, I mean, that's respectable. That's what people do when they get rooms. Alright, if you're going to do that the entire time, you're just going to have to shut the fuck up. Alright. So, you know, his respectable goal, he's saving money to buy a house or a condo or something like that. Where, yes, now you start up, come on, I'm trying to balance it out here. Okay. Which is a respectable goal. In Scottsdale, homes are very expensive. It's kind of like our little Hollywood or LA. So, house prices at a premium here, and everybody wants to be here, and it's like one of the only places that really, when we had the big bubble bust, that didn't really hit super hard. I mean, we did take a dive, but people actually ended up making money because there were people just going around buying up the foreclosures that the dummies who bought houses that were ridiculously overpriced lost their asses on. So yeah, people ended up making money. Well, the smart people did it. I had a good friend who ended up making about $20 million during that recession, or real estate gold popping, if you will. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, my roommate, back to the story, my roommate, he's, you know, rooming here to save money so he can buy a house. Here in Scottsdale, because again, they're expensive. And he's a very high sense of entitlement. And, you know, I don't know how old he is actually, because he's a black guy, and, you know, black guys typically age really well, so he could be in his late 30s, I don't know, he could be 50. I mean, believe it or not, I'm only 19. I'm kidding, I'm not. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, black guy. Anyway, so here's the deal, you know. When you live at a place with other people in common ground, you share a living space, you expect that there will be some compromise. And so, you know, I mean, but the way he lives, the way he thinks, and the way he functions is that the compromises, there are no compromises. It's basically, you know, he's just going to get, you know, his way, or he's just going to piss and moan and be like, dude, I'm just going to leave, you know, I make enough money. I don't care, I make enough money. Yeah, I'm weak, you know what I'm saying? I'm making enough money. It's not even worth it to me, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't talk like that, I'm being an asshole, but, no, just, and then my other roommate that I had here, I don't know, he might actually have something wrong with his brain. He's 19, he does construction work, and, you know, but like not real legit construction work, like the day labor kind of construction work. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, dude, you know, do what you gotta do, homie. Apparently, his parents kicked him out for whatever reason, I don't know, he didn't tell me. Could have been that he was a psycho. I'm starting to think that he probably was, because I did have a friend who did have like he had paranoid schizophrenia, and you know, he would think that he's all right for a while, and he would be all right for a while because he was taking his medications. But then he would not take his medication and then he would relapse into his paranoid delusions about whatever the fuck he's thinking. And then all of a sudden he was a white devil because he was Jamaican. Loved him like a brother, couldn't talk to him anymore. But today, so I have 3 roommates. One of them does not get along with the 19-year-old. Let's say the 19-year-old. Because, you know, let's just face it, he's a douchey ass, and I told him that. I won't talk shit about my roommates, that I won't talk shit about you to your face. If you are a fucking douche, I'm like, dude, you're a douche. You're a skidoosh. Skidoosh. Yeah. Whatever, I'll even show him the text, like, yeah, dude, I told him in text message that he is a douchey ass hat, you just have to know that about it, you know? But, so he came to the room today, and he's had an ongoing issue since he's been here with Lewis. You didn't hear that. Let's say douchey ass hat. Yeah. With douchey ass hat, since he's been here, because I guess they had the negative vibe flow like right away. And he was like, and he came to me and he said, honestly, I have never met a person with such dark energy ever. It's like he was just staring at me like an evil stare, and I was like, you know, well, he does have that kind of like, you know, I think it's like Botox people call it mean mommy, you know, like where you furrow your brow and you're always like, you know, he does have that kind of look about it. You know what he does? He just tenses those muscles up. That's the facial muscle activation pattern that he has built up for himself his entire life. Maybe he's always kind of pissed off. Who knows? Maybe he was staring into the sun for all of his life, you know? And maybe he's always had to struggle while he was taking a shit. Who knows? But, yeah, that's just the way it is. So, you know, he came to me with that very overdramatic thing and told me how he's an empath and this and that. And, you know, he did kind of tell me that he's like one of these hippie kids. But he's like, well, I'm not one of the druggy hippie kids. You know, there's basically in California, there are 2 different types of hippies. You know, like, there are the hippies that, you know, they're all about the drugs and, you know, and blah, 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 blah. And then he's just speaking stupid nonsense. And I'm like, all right, cool. So you mean you're more like a hipster, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta, like, wear the fashionable clothes, you listen to the, you know, the hip music and, you know, yeah, bro, that's what it's like. And the funny thing about this kid is that he's like, oh yeah, I'm a freelance rapper, and okay, I'm gonna try and emulate his rapping style as best I can, and just have people like, yeah, we in the car with Jason, and he's gonna go kill it for some women. You know, some stupid shit like that, and you know what, okay, if you said that in the right way, not like you were saying it, like a retarded puppy dog, it might be cool, but no, it didn't come out right, you didn't have the right delivery, and I'm not saying don't follow your dreams, son, but, you know, just don't quit your day job, or your temporary day job, you know, which has you digging ditches and other such nonsense. You know, honestly, he's a good hit dude, he's like 19, and he's fully fucking, like, Bruce Lee shredded. He's doing construction labor work, and he's already a lean guy, so, you know, yeah, you know, so, like, he's extra ripped now, so, you know, he had a lot of potential to, you know, being in Scottsdale, you know, Scottsdale's always looking for good Abercrombie and Fitch types, which he had that look. Anyway, I think there was something wrong with, the computer upstairs, because he just snapped today, and he was like, yo Jay, what's up, yo Jay, and that's all the thing he would do, is all he'd come knocking on the door, yo Jay, like 10 times a day, like, hey bro, I'm sleeping, man, or, you know, whatever. And I'm not an asshole, you know, most of the time, if you come to the door and you knock on my door, I'm like, yeah, what's up, man, yeah, sure, you need a pair of socks, your socks are dirty, alright man, here you go, man, you know, don't worry about it, just keep them, you know. I don't want to ask. Well, you know, it became obsessive after a while, and I was like, you know, it was like doing it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day. And I don't mind it sometimes. So it did get a bit old, and there were a few times when I was like, I just don't feel like talking to anyone right now. I'm just kind of chilling, and, you know, I really don't want to harsh my marshmallows, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't answer. You know, not very many times, so, but And we did hang out a bit, and we did talk about things. We talked about life and philosophy and psychology, and where he's been and whatnot. But he has a strangeness about him that I can't really put my finger on, and I think that he has some type of a neurosis or psychosis or something that's going on with him mentally that is definitely different than other people, and I don't think it's actually good for his. It's not beneficial for his future success of doing anything that he wants to do. Because I'm going to demonstrate what he does. He will come, hey man, how you doing, dude? Oh, what's going on? Yeah, hey, bro, do you happen to have a white shirt that I can borrow, bro? Like, real bro, to you, bro? I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like, honestly, I don't even have any button-up shirts at all, man. I'm sorry. I'm the only one to have. They have stripes on them, you know what I mean? And he'll be like, eh. Just like that. I'm not even kidding. Creepy as all fudge. Creepy as almond fudge. And well, bro, I even told him about that. I was like, yo, dude, I don't know what's going on, but sometimes, when we're talking about something, and I'm like, oh, hang on a second, I gotta take this text, it's really important, it's business related, and he's like all jazzed up and excited about whatever topic he's talking about, and I'm like, okay, hold on, 1 second. He was like, like bacon, his spirit just left his body. He's just like a mannequin. Really fucking creepy. Really creepy. Creepy poster. Creepy fucking poster. If I would have old Mjolnir to protect me, or actually the Stormbreaker and the newer Mjolnir, I might be a little bit intimidated. But no. No, by no means are my arms big. They used to be though. But then I started doing breakdancing, and it's really hard to move a 225-pound frame around when you're doing flares and windmills and backflips and aerials and all those things, because you have to be quick. And plus, you have to fit in a smaller, tighter configuration with, big breakdances, with flossing and the groundwork and whatnot. They're all very tight movements. And when you're big, you just can't really do it very effectively. And I found that out really quickly. My thighs were, they're just too wide. My adductors were always in the way. The outside muscles, like your glutes and the quads, really not so much of a big deal. But if you have large adductors, when you're doing all the movements where they're close, where you're very close, the knees are close together, the legs are close together, and you're on the ground, they're tight, kinetosphere, you just can't really move very efficiently. You just won't fit in it. Hot man, a little coat. So yeah. But we've had some interesting roommates. So speaking of roommates, we have had some very interesting roommates here. I did have one roommate who was a 100% certified meth head. We had to actually have him removed from the house. And we couldn't really do anything about it because the cops, there was a weird thing about, cops is you tell them, hey, listen, I got this druggie in my room and I don't want him here right now. He's causing trouble. He's threatening my roommates. He's fucking smoking meth and weed and shit like that. He's going to cause problems. Well, is he doing anything right now? Well, then you need to go to the court and you need to fill out an eviction notice. And then you have 30 days to, steal your shit and, I don't know, poison your food or whatever. But, that's what they do. And I'm like, dude, alright, we're going to find another way to deal with this because you are a fucking moron. It does not make me feel very proud of Scottsdale's finest. But no, we really do have a good, all kidding aside, we do have a very good police team in Scottsdale. If there's ever anything going on there, they're like, bam, that. Like, white neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm like, feel my privilege. I don't feel God. I don't think I'm I might be a little bit privileged, because people are pretty nice to me most of the time. But I think that's because I'm also nice to them, and sexy as hell, and they're like, yeah, you're really sexy, man, I want to talk to you. I'm fucking around, man. But it's true. I'm fucking around. But yeah, so where was I going with that? I got totally sidetracked, totally derailed. well, a police neighborhood. White neighborhood, safer. There's a pie chart that describes that. White neighborhood, good. Others. That's a Daniel Tosh joke. I shouldn't be stealing the joke. And it's not verbatim, but he tells a joke like that. So Daniel Tosh, props to that joke that I just said right there. If you don't even watch Daniel Tosh, I do think he's rather funny. And, you know, he's a lot of very witty little quips that he likes to say about race and, you know, what he calls, I guess, like, politics and shit. I mean, I'm not a very politically minded person, but I really don't think that, I don't think that it works, I'm gonna be honest with it, because, you know, I mean, I understand the necessity for it at this time, but I just don't think that it really actually works. I think that there's a greater force behind most of the shit that's going on, and I believe that that's actually just the economic force, you know? Shit that happens is the shit that's gonna happen is the shit that's making money. You know, they want to make more of that, so they just go, hey, keep doing that. You know, I mean, just double down on it. You know, I mean, honestly, I don't think it matters who sits in that Washington or White House building, because again, you know, I think that dollar is really what's going to do it. You know, or maybe even national economics or international economics. That's what's really controlling the whole thing. So they're going to do whatever's going to be in the best financial whatever for, you know, for the country or for their fucking investors. You know what I mean? Because they've got backers. You know what I'm saying? They got backers. You know, they may not be sleeping with you all the time, but you know, when they do come over for a little bit of peace, they leave their backer for a bit. They get a little bit estranged, and then they go back to their backer. They're making their money on the side. Yeah, so anyway, that's way off topic. I don't know how I got to that. Where were we? We might have to start and end. Oh, white neighborhood. White neighborhood. So anyway, talking about that, well, yeah, but no, police force good here in Scottsdale. We have to get him removed. The roommate I was talking about prior to my little tangent. He was a total meth head, man. He was smoking up in the house. He was, you know, and I found him online on the internet. The Rooster app. I have had a couple of good roommates, but honestly, most of the roommates I've met off the Rooster are, even if they look like they're going to be decent, they're just really kind of shitty people, you know? I don't know what it is about people who are looking for rooms, but I don't know. They're just not very good people. Well, at least the ones I've found. Maybe that's just people in general now, you know? Maybe all people are just not good people in general. Maybe we're just headed for this really, you know, ungood people type kind of territory for the rest of our existence. And it's just going to get worse and worse as time trickles on. But anyway, so had him removed. We actually had him removed for psychological reasons, because he did seem like he was really fucking crazy. He was nuttier than a fucking squirrel turd, and he was, you know, kind of, you know, one of those guys that you think would snap and just shoot up, you know, people in his blind rage of hate. And he was an ex-military guy. He would go outside, and he had let's say a firearm. It was a pellet gun, but I don't know. I mean, not really a firearm. You could hurt somebody with it, but it's not gonna kill you. You know what I mean? It's a fucking BB gun on steroids. But no, and so, I mean, but we had guests over, and we had friends coming over, and they're like, whoa, dude, that guy, like, totally shot that thing, like, super close to me, and I was like, whoa, bro, like, no, you can't be doing that, that's not cool, man. He's like, whatever, dude, shut up, I know what I'm doing, mate, you shut the fuck up. You gotta get me another fucking beer, and put my headphones back on, and shoot wildly into the air and the ground. He wasn't Australian, but literally that's what he was doing, just walking around, pacing the yard like a crazy person, shooting the ground, the fence, and just up in the air, just random. Nut basket. Alright, anyways, he was doing, you know, shit tons of drugs in the house, and, you know, the ventilation would kick on, and the hot smoke would pour out through the vents, and, you know, basically then you're in a fucking clam bake, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? There's, holy shit, it fucking smells like I got a joint like out my fucking nose burning it off right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like weed. You know, hey, you like weed, cool, good for you. But it's not me, it's not my thing, I don't like it. It stinks, it's nasty tasting, it doesn't feel good to me. You know, all numbers of reasons I don't like it, but, you know, whatever I don't think it's dangerous, it's just, I don't like it. So, I don't do any drugs, I don't smoke weed, I'm not into that shit. So, you know, obviously on the Rooster app, I say, no smoking inside, no, any kind, you know, no illegal activities, and so this ass fucking munch has the audacity to go, well, if you don't want me to smoke inside, you probably should put it on the fucking advertisement or your, you know, whatever, description. And I was like, dude, it said it on there, no fucking smoking in the house, you dipshit. Oh, man. Honestly, I think that guy wanted to, like, piss me off so I'd beat the shit out of him so he could sue me. But, I mean, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm like, I will get upset if you're being a dick, but I'm not going to go out of my way to, like, beat you up. You're like, you know, we can get into verbal confrontation, I'll cut you down, you know, verbally, but I'm not going to fight you. You know, if you're coming at me, you know, then, yeah, I'll take you down, you know, no big deal. But, you know, it's not going to, it'll be indiscriminate. I'm not going to do it out of hate. It'll just be, you know, taking care of your garbage. You just take it out, right? And so, you know, I think he was really trying to antagonize me for whatever reason. I believe it was also because he was crazy. He believed that people were spitting in his wine, which is actually my roommate's wine, that he was just stealing from the refrigerator and filling up his little drink glass. And he was the bro. I don't like to be like this, but I think someone's spitting in my wine. I think someone's hocked a loogie. He said hocked a loogie in my wine. I'm like, what? Who's that? Hawk? I didn't even understand it at first because I was like, that's such a foreign concept to me. I really don't even know what the fuck you're trying to say. So he's like, yeah, bro, let me show you. Like, he went into his room, came back out, and grabbed his chicken. It's like a, you know, like a normal table glass with wine about, you know, 2/3 of the way full. Of course, not his, my roommate's wine, and he's like, yo, bro, see that? And I'm like, yo, I don't see anything in there, man. I just see wine. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, so he was like, no, it was like, literally, let me show you. It was like, see that? It was like that. And I'm like, yeah, you just spit in your wine glass. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. No one's been in your room. We've all been right here. So whatever the fuck you're tripping on, get me some, please! Because, you know, it sounds fun. But no, so yeah, he was fucking losing his shit. So we had him removed under the grounds and conditions that he represented a danger to himself and to others. So they took him to the Arizona State Hospital, which is not, from what I hear, a very pleasant place to visit. You know, temporary residence, if you will. So when he got there, I mean, we went immediately to the courthouse, Scottsdale courthouse, and we had to do the whole eviction thing, and then we got orders of protection, or really, I don't know, the fucking things you can't come within so many feet. What the hell are those damn things called? Anyway, yeah, he couldn't come around us for that fucking legal paper. I forget what it's called. I know it's not a really super technical term, and now you probably don't think I'm stupid, but anyway, first time for me ever doing that. Never did it before. The judge was kind of a dick. You know, he's like, well, has he actually made any threatening comments to you? I was like, well, you know, I definitely felt for him. So else, but I need to know exactly what it was, because if you don't give me any reason for this, then they're not going to approve. I'm like, okay, alright, okay, I understand your dickiness now. There's a real reason, okay. It's cool to be a dick if there's a reason. You know, it's like, hey, yo, fuckface, watch out, there's a mine. You go, oh, dude, thanks, man. You were a dick, but cool. If you don't want to step on a mine, I'd rather you be a dick than step on a mine. Or pull the pin on a grenade at a frat party. Don't do that. No bueno. No bueno, sir. No bueno. What else? So we had him removed. Went back to have him served with our orders of protection. That's what it was. I couldn't think about it right there. But no, yo, this is the kickback in. It's like a steel trap. Orders of protection. So we had a city of Phoenix. It's in Phoenix, not Scottsdale. So we had a city of Phoenix police officer attempt, because they couldn't deliver it to him there. I mean, they could legally, but this time they couldn't, and the reason was because he was too anesthetized to actually make a coherent decision on whether or not he could sign a legal document or not. And that was because apparently he went off on the hospital staff or the facility staff on like some kind of crazy rage, and they had to take him down and shoot him up with some trank shit. Crazy. But yeah, so he was like that for about probably an entire day. And then we went back, the cop did get him, signed the shit, so we were good on that. So that was, you know, the drug thing. But, you know, we had to clean his room was one of the biggest freaking nightmares I think ever. Because he had a cat too, by the way. And we have a dog, we have a big dog. And the dog doesn't give a shit about cats at all. Like, he'll sniff it and just move on, like, oh, whatever, you're just a cat. But cats don't typically, you know, like dogs, especially if they're asshole cats. I think that tends to be fairly common amongst the feline species, or, you know. So yeah, whatever. So he had this cat cooped up in this room, and he had, like, no litter in the litter box, and the cat was pissing all over the place, and, you know, it also smelled like weed and burnt plastic because it was smoking meth in the house. So that was unpleasant, to say the least. Oh yeah. So cleaning his room was it was a nightmare. We got a rug doctor, but it took, I want to say, around 5 hours and like 6 gallons of the pet variety with the OxiClean carpet detergent, and it still stunk like cat urine and fucking nasty stinky weed and fucking burnt shit. I don't even know what the fuck this guy was doing in there. I mean, he had like jugs of fucking piss in these big glass jugs of things. Just jugs of piss just stored in his room. He was a nut, a loony freaking tune. A Fruity Loop. The fruitiest of Fruity Loops. Like Captain Crunch, you ain't got nothing on this Fruity Loop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real, dog. It's one of my friends, he's a good friend of mine. We've been friends a long time. But he always starts off a conversation like that. Like, you'll come up to him and he'll just come into you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? For real, dog. Oh, no, you mean for real. You don't even know, dog. I'm like, yes, I don't know, because you have not said anything. He freaks out. He freaks out, but in a good way, because we always fuck with each other like that. You know, it's not like, I mean, he's a black guy, but, you know, it's not like if I say something, you know, about him being black, he's gonna, like, shit down my throat, because he knows I don't give a fuck about him being black, because whatever, who cares about that shit? You know, if you're a cool dude, I got your back, homie. I got your back. We can ride, dude. Ride or die, bro. Ride or die, bro. But yeah, it's, he's cool. That room, 5 hours roughly, 6 gallons of the pet detergent thing, and you know, cleaning carpets, honestly, it's a lot of work. It's very, I mean, we had all the windows open too, because, you know, the carpet is going to be wet and it's going to be musty. You got to dry that shit out, and, you know, it was kind of during a humid part of the year, so we were kind of like, shit, dude, it's going to take a million years to dry, and it really did take a long time. But so we had all the ACs off, and it was like 130 degrees outside. I'm you know, exaggerating a slight bit, but we live in Arizona. It is a hot freaking desert, and it might have been damn near 130 in the house without AC, because, I mean, it just cooks your house. And inside it feels like a fucking oven. Like, you can die out here from not having your AC working properly. And it's a real thing. Apparently people don't know that. I went to China and they're like, oh yeah, it's a really tough climb up that mountain, and it's like, you know, paved path with like these stairs and steps all the way to the top. Very beautiful, by the way. You know, to a pagoda on the top of the hill. And I'm like, yeah, dude, where I'm from, you know, it's like, you know, the weather there was much cooler. It was a lot more humid though. but it was much cooler, and it was around Christmas time. And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, we have, mountains very similar to that. It would have taken me very long to get to the top of it. About 20 minutes or so, running around pretty close to full pace. And I'm telling this to a Chinese guy via translator of something, so and he's like, oh wow, you're very good, basically, He actually did say that. He was like, oh wow, it's very good, It's like, hey man, yeah, I didn't do that, but I was like, thank you very much, I appreciate that. But no, like, I told him via the translator, I told him, we actually, on our mountain, we have people who die every year, like people, it's very common for people to die while they're hiking, simply because it's so hot. And, people just don't realize it. They don't drink water. They don't realize the necessity of hydrating prior to going out in our dry heat, because it's going to, first of all, leach all the minerals out of your blood, and then it's going to leave you incapable of even like forming a coherent thought, and you take a slip and spill, you bust your head on a rock, and then you're done. But I mean, yeah, so again, very common. I told him this, and he's like, wow, no, we get it, pretty easy here. We get hampered. But yeah, it's nice though, actually. China's a pretty place. Aside from the pollution, which is out of freaking control, because I kid you not, I could not from one corner to the next corner clearly see some of the street signs, because that's how much smog was in there. It was unreal. I mean, it was ridiculous. My eyes were always bloodshot every day. I had difficulty breathing every day since I was there, and even when I got back, it took a while to clear all that crap out. Eventually did. Anyway, so yeah, China has a pollution problem. So back to the roommates. What else? Well, so at the same time that we had Jeff here, we had somebody, a lovely person named Joanna. Now, I don't know if you can tell anything about a person's name, but if you could, I would think that Joanna would sound unpleasant. But she was a nice person, meant well, but she could not take care of herself in any way whatsoever. I honestly believe that she needed assisted care living, because she had really, super bad epilepsy. She's like, oh yeah, well, if you find me having seizures, just let me stay there for an hour, and if I'm still doing it, then, call the hospital. That's a little creepy, mate, maybe we should just, talk about this a little bit more, Are you taking your meds? So yeah, she was also very large. She was probably close to 300 pounds, 5'7", 300 pounds, big. And she didn't realize that she was on the larger side of the Homo sapiens species, if you will. And yeah, she's like, oh, people can never guess that I'm 290 pounds. I'm like, yeah, they can. I can guarantee you, they probably think you're like 400 pounds. They're normally really shocked when I tell them I weigh almost 300 pounds. Like, well, you carry it off really well. I'm like, yeah, well, they're fucking with you really well because you bought that shit. That's why I'm sinking. I wasn't a dick to her. I didn't say that. I was like, oh, really? Wow, that's fascinating. And then, of course, we had a few friends over, and they're all looking around, like, looking at me like, you're agreeing with her? I'm like, whatever. So cool. So yeah, she had the epilepsy thing, and she had massive joint problems because of her weight. I saw some pictures of her when she was young, and she actually ran cross country in high school, and she was like, I swear to God, like super skinny, like 115 pounds at like maybe 5'6" or something like that, or 5'5". Girls grow faster than boys. She was really skinny. She still had like kind of a weird look in her face, because I don't know if you remember Beavis and Butthead. She had braces, and so did Beavis, or was it Butthead? I don't know, one of the two. No, Butthead. I stay up, right? So I got braces too. Anyways, but she had braces, and she always had this expression on her face, like this. Like sometimes she'd do this. And then she was like, oh, my cold sores hurt. Holy fucking shit. Speaking about that, she came home one day from a job that she had very temporarily because they fired her ass because I guess she wasn't working out as they had suspected that she might. She comes home, talking about her job. She's like, I'm going to reenact this. So she comes in, she sits down. Like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? How's work? Alright, I guess. Oh, really? That doesn't sound too good. Oh, well, people are just giving me a hard time at work. I'm like, well, like, and how? How are they giving you a hard time at work? Well, they're just saying I'm not fast enough. And she was doing, she's a big white girl. And she's doing the, you know, the roommate, like, yeah, I mean, that's a racist thing right there. I don't give a shit, though. It's funny because it's true. And I am actually half Latino. I don't care what my fucking skin looks like. So fuck all of you who think I'm actually white and I'm only half. Okay? And I got other shit in there too. So take it. Up there. Not this way, but this way. Yes, this way. No, did I? Okay. Alright. Enough of that. So yeah, she's a big, heavy set, like strawberry blonde, 295-pound, epileptic female with the glasses that I can only describe as like the bottom of the very old Coke bottles. I don't know if you've ever seen like a museum Coke bottle, but they're really thick. They were fucking around. They're like, this shit ain't breaking. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, a very awkward-looking person, and awkward personality, and slow mentally. She had a very difficult time processing her thoughts and communicating them to other people in an effective way. For example, she's in a conversation with, actually, I can tell you an exact story. We were talking about names, and there was somebody, a friend of mine I had over, and she, I don't actually remember her name, it was so long ago, I feel bad about that actually, but I'm just going to pick a name, like a random, I'm going to say Chanel, okay? So, first I Chanel, she's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, it's really easy to come up with lots of names. I don't know why we were talking about this shit, but we were talking about this shit. It was me, one of my other female roommates, and Joanna, which I don't really consider a female because I'm not really sure if she's actually part of the human species. But, so she, yeah, it's really easy to come up with lots of names, actually. And she's like, well, like, you know, like your girlfriend, Chanel, Chanel, and I'm not, you know, it went on much longer than that. Like, I mean, like, probably about a minute and a half. And I was like, whoa, shit, dude, that's probably a book right there. And, you know, my roommate's gonna laugh. She actually laughed, too. She thought it was funny. Which I gotta say, that's one thing that was actually pretty cool about her, because she could laugh at herself, and that was cool, you know. So she had a sweet heart, and you know, I could have been like, yo, dude, it ain't gonna work out. You too fucking weird. Get out. You know, by next month. You know, but I was like, no, she's a good girl. She's just strange, and she has issues. You know, nobody's perfect. I've got my issues. You know, I've swallowed my bottle of sleeping pills once in the hopes that I would grow greater pastures, but you know, luckily I woke up a few days later with a slight different attitude on things because I was super fucking like out of it. I was good at it. But yeah. So what was I? Joanna. Big girl, Coke glasses, Coke bottle glasses. Lots of problems. Sweet girl. Meant well, but could never do anything well. It's just not her lot in life. And so it begins. The trouble with her was actually pretty rare, pretty common. She was always late on rent. She was not very good at looking for jobs. Like, we literally try and, I mean, I gave her one of my old laptops. I'm like, here, you know, I mean, I know you don't have a computer because you don't have the money to go buy a computer, so you can use mine to do your job searches, you know, because you need a job because I paid your month for you last month, so you actually owe me. You're in the negative right now, ma'am. And so, oh, okay, I'll do it. And so the computer's out there all set up on the table in the dining room, and she's, you know, I go back out there, nowhere to be found. Where did she go? Where can you hide something like that? Is it under the table? No. Is it maybe hiding under the couch pillow? No. In her room, she left her door open. I kind of just walk by and look in. She's on her phone, like, you know, like Facebook or OkCupid, and oh shit, she was like a big time catfisher. Like she would hook up, not hook up. I don't think that they actually hooked up with her, but she would set dates up with dudes from a fake profile with a regularly attractive person. I don't know, I'm not gonna say hot, but you know, I'm no one to judge someone's hotness, but like let's say a decently attractive individual. And I just don't know how these meetings would go down because she's so far from the opposite of that. It may have been a black, female, gay, transgender. I think that's the ones that are like really the super oppressed ones right now, so to speak. I don't know, fuck. Yeah, so anyways, like that, and I'm not making fun of anybody's plight. You know, if you have a hard time in life, do you and take care of your shit however you gotta take care of your shit. But don't whine about it, please. Because if you whine to me, I'm gonna say I don't fucking care. Fuck out of my face. That's it. But yeah, so she had lots of she got to a car while she was here, totaled her car, came back to the house covered in blood. I don't know how she got here actually. My one roommate was like, dude, what happened? She's like, oh, I just totaled my car. She's like, dude, you should probably go to the hospital. She's like, really? I was thinking I probably should. My leg kind of hurts. Her room actually smelled super bad too. I don't know what it was about her. I believe that she had some sort of glandular problem. And she got a job at Safeway, and they had her doing the cart running, of all things, in the heat, in Arizona, in 100+ degree weather. And she would come home smelling like I don't even know what. I mean, like the locker rooms in wrestling, lockers, gym bags smell more appealing than what she made the entire room smell like if she had been in the room somewhere, anywhere. And it's just like, holy shit, what the hell is that smell? And I was like, dude, I went to one of my female roommates at the time who was there, who also, and I've had a lot of very interesting experiences with these roommates, man. Roomster is a weird thing, bro. This other roommate, we just call her Ghost because she was there for like a month and then she ghosted. And she moved in under strange circumstances. Like, I need a place right now and I don't have any money for a down payment or, she's like, maybe have like $200. I was like, you know what, don't worry about it, I can move in. Because for whatever reason, that's just the type of person that I am, and I don't know, it's like, yeah, whatever, don't worry, just move in, yeah, you can move in whenever you want. You want to move in right now? That's totally fine. Just take your shit and load it in, and there you go, Mi casa es su casa. Here's the keys of the Lamborghini and the Batmobile. Don't scratch the Hummer. You know what I mean? Or you may owe me a Hummer. Oh. No, just kidding, I wouldn't do that. But she did. She probably did that to quite a few male companions, I think, while she was here. Because every night she had a new personality. But I'm not sorry about that. That's another. So I went to Ghost, and I asked her, hey, what's going on? What's that smell in the living room? She said, oh yeah, that's Joanna. Yeah, she told me that she has a glandular problem, and So her room literally smelled like sweaty socks that had been completely inundated with foul body odor sweat, rolled up into a tight little ball, shoved into the back of your gym bag, and then left in a semi-humid shower locker room for like long enough time to grow some funky chunky monkey junkie, you know what I'm saying? So it was really bad. We're like, holy shit, what the fuck are we going to get this smell out of this carpet? So again, another 4 hours to the rug doctor and a lot of Febreze. We even mopped the walls with the. We went and bought a brand new mop and made a solution and mopped the walls. They were dirty anyway, to be done. So it's just, whoa, girl, how can you stand? Like when I work out and I don't put on deodorant and I start to like build up a little bit of that, Planters peanut smell underneath my armpits. I'm like, woof, somebody's pulling up onions around here, dicing them onions. I'm like, dude, I can smell that shit. I'm gonna go wash my pits off, and I'm gonna put on some deodorant, and we'll resume this in like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. But no, she must have somehow been completely oblivious to the smells and the odors of which she were emanating from her her pores, I guess, orifices, orifici. I'm sure that's not a word, but. No, whatever. It's like a black cloud of death. I don't know if you've seen the Simpsons movie. You remember that scene in the beginning of the movie where the Green Day band, they're playing on that little floaty thing, and then, I have time to listen to me drink wine about nothing, something, and all that twice. And then, something goes out. Something goes wrong, and apparently the backstory is the lake is incredibly polluted, and like one random piece of trash falls in there, and then it just goes ultra toxic sludge, and then it begins to eat the wrath of Thrawn, and they go down, and then this big skull and crossbones cartoonishly bubbles up to the top. Basically, nothing like that would happen in the real world. Not. But like honestly, that's like what she was, like with her odor. It was just this black cloud of muck and odor and nastiness that just wanted to melt your nostrils off your face. She wasn't even a Minnesota fog rock. She was like a Minnesota 0.5. When you're drunk, in the dark, and it's the apocalypse. And you still have to wear a condom. 2 condoms. And a diaphragm for her. Anyway, cool. So that was that. But again, sweet girl, very gross. Works at that Safeway. Do that. She did eventually get a job at the deli, cutting meat, and interesting enough, she had a problem all the time with the boss, and it was always the boss's fault. For some reason, she actually campaigned, she organized a campaign to get this boss fired by, I guess, I don't know, I guess there were other, the story goes, there are other employees who didn't like her magical style, she like mean rewriting or whatnot, but she organized a petition to get rid of her, like, organizing a petition to get rid of Brie Larson or something like that from the roster of the Revengers. So every day she's like, oh, my manager was being mean to me. I don't like my manager. Like, nobody likes their manager. Just do what they say. Well, she says I'm not fast. Well, practice. Get better. Or she's like, oh, she said I didn't clean it well enough. It's like, all right, well, look at it and see if you cleaned it well enough. I mean, it's not rocket science, but, some people, maybe it is. There's a funny joke Jim Gaffigan does about rocket science. It's like, we always take that thing for granted, where it's not rocket science. We always say that, but what do rocket scientists say? Well, it's not like we're talking to girls. I always thought that was funny. I love Jim Gaffigan's humor. Back to the big lady who worked at Safeway behind the deli counter, which I'm pretty sure if you ever saw her handling your meat, you'd probably just be like, I'm good, man. I'm fast enough today. I'm actually now a vegan. Thank you for that. Peter's gonna love me now. Not Peter Jungle. Peter Jungle is amazing, always a problem. Boss hates her. Sure, she hates her boss. Because the boss, guess what? Wants her to fucking do her job. Whoa! Mind blown. So the boss wants her to do her job. She wants her to clean the garbage off the shit that people are going to be you know, getting their freshly sliced food off of that is highly contaminable, whatever, anyways, whatever the fucking word, highly contaminable, okay, you figure it out, look it up, I don't give a shit. So yeah, lots of bacteria, lots of transmutable buggies that can go from one meat to another meat, and cross-contamination, there you go. And that's not good. You don't want to do that when you're dealing with food, because then you get like the shits that like really are no good when you're up in the hood, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's gross. They're going to show you that O face. It's not the good O face. It's the bad O face. Oh my god. Yeah. What movie was that from where the Delta Iota Kappa douchebag gets tricked into drinking like a fucking protein shake full of laxatives? Van Wilder. Boom. Great movie. Funny guy. I like that guy. Whatever his name is. Okay. What is his name? That's not Ryan Evans. Is it Ryan Evans? I don't know. Whatever. Having a total brain diarrhea right now, speaking of which. Yeah, so, problem boss never comes to shit, you know what I mean? Boss is giving her constructive criticism on how to do your job properly, or well, or acceptable. You know, she doesn't take the criticism well. Mind you, this is the person who's like, oh, I want to go to school to be a pharmacy tech, and that's why I'm working at Safeway. Because if I go to school at Safeway, they're going to give me tuition reimbursement. Like, you? Pharmacy? Holy shit, dude. We're going to have like an epidemic of people dying because they took the wrong medication and then died. You are going to be the greatest mass murderer ever. But I hope that you don't actually do that, because I just don't, I did not actually, to be honest with you, she's a nice girl, I didn't see that she had the mental faculty to be able to go to college and learn something that is that serious, you know what I mean, dealing with people's lives.
That's like 4 times the fit.
I didn't see that. I don't know why she thinks I like sitting down and doing math and stuff. And she actually had a really good memory, ironically, like an elephant. You know, a white elephant in the room, she's really good memory. Like you could ask her like a lot of, she might have had like some other thing like Asperger's or, I don't know, maybe some slight case of autism. You know, savantism, if you will. Yeah. So, you know, eventually she had to move out because her knee injury after her car accident required surgery, and she was basically going to be out of commission completely for like a month while it healed. And yeah, I was like, no, well, you know, we're not going to be taking care of you, so I don't know what you're going to do. And you're still going to have to pay rent. I hate to break that one to you because I really can't float you. Number one, because you're heavy. Number two, because I think that you could actually float yourself because you're buoyant enough. Float, you know, flotation devices.
Why not?
I'm talking about the gut. She didn't have big boobs. If that's what you're thinking, you're a pervert.
Now,
The gut would be.
Before
Before you start looking stones, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you a little look at that mirror. Anyway, although, you know, fat does float more efficiently, that's why if you're a swimmer, it's good to have a little bit of extra body fat. You don't want to be like bodybuilder ripped, sprinter ripped. You want to have that buoyancy. So yeah. Torn something, I don't remember what it was. So basically she had to move out, go back home, so her parents would take care of her full time while she recovered from her knee injury that she caused herself because she was making a left against oncoming traffic, and she thought for whatever reason that the oncoming traffic was going to stop for her. People like this exist. I'm letting you know right now, when you cross those intersections, be thankful when you pass through because you just took your life in your own hands. You could have got her negative left in front of you with a big ass SUV. Anyway, so yeah, she moved out.
Jaguar
Who took her place?
process, but through a combination of other processes,
I
how it
can't.
added
Oh,
up.
Buttface. Buttface. Buttface took her place, and he,
Not built like most times.
you know, he's from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm gonna say, dude, he's a closeted gay, 100%. There's not a straight bone in this man's body, and he it swears up and down that he's not gay, of course. We even went to a gay, I took him to a gay bar here in Scottsdale. I knew the owners, like, yeah, you'll have a lot of fun, you know. Because I'm not, you know, I don't give a shit. You want to, like, you know, get poked into Cheerio, you know, it's all good, you know, whatever, dude. So we took him out there, and some guy was like flirting on him. Ooh, get away from me, you freak! Oh my god! Well, like, even that was gay. Just everything about, you know, we're like, dude, it's cool, man. We're all right with your sexuality. If you want to be gay, if you are gay, it's okay with us. We're not gonna, like, you know, start, you know, ridiculing you, persecuting you, or, you know, doing any sort of psychological abuse or hazing or whatnot. You know what I mean? Plus, you're paying me rent, and I kind of want to have that level. Nah, I still wouldn't disrespect it regardless. I don't give a crap who you're dorking, you know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care if you're doing ET. It's kind of weird, but you know, whatever. Cool, man. Do it. Do you, boo-boo. Do you, boo-boo. That's my I had a little girlfriend. She always just said, you do you, boo-boo. It's just funny. You know, I don't think I've dated a white girl since high school. They're boring. You know, and I don't do the whole transition over to, like, acting whatever ethnicity that I'm dating, because, you know, then I'd be acting like all of them, but I can actually emulate all of them. It's kind of, I can emulate most, most of anything that's out there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the useless talent that I have, for whatever reason, just to be useless. Yeah, so we're moved in. Joanna out and Butler in. Oh, that would be docking for Butler, just so you're docking. Yes, the foreskin would, I don't know how that works, you know, docking. Maybe the tummy stick, they do that little thing, you know. Silly, he's silly gooses. Oh, fuck, you know, some people get all weird about it. Oh, why are you going to do it? Girl, because I can, you know, but honestly, you know, hey, I'm secure with my masculinity. I've been around gay people my entire life. I've never had so much of as a wiggle in my wiener, my twig and berries, tackle me, if you will. And it's like, yeah, you're a good looking dude, man, but listen, there's no way I can't be attracted to you. Even though you're rich and you're saying, oh, you're going to buy me a Porsche and a Ferrari and all this shit, I mean, you show me that you can. I can't do it because my dick is not going to do it. And you're not sticking anything up my poop shoe, son. You ain't doing it. You ain't sticking shit in my poop shoe. Not shit, but you're not sticking anything. Thus, you know, what the meaning of shit was, not the literal shit. You get what I'm saying. Up the cornhole. Up the corn. Great cornhole. I need some.
But it would have been nice to have the option.
Let's see it. So, Butler moved in, and he's a super prissy, southern, like, aristocrat wanting to act, uber prissy fag. And you know what, yes, I said fag, I don't care, because it's not a bad word, it's cigarette. You're needing it all the time. I love when you pass me the fag. Oh, that's very good, you know, I just bought a new box of fags. Here you go, you can have the whole thing. Cheerio, chip, cheerio. And, you know, some of that thing. But no, he was just, but that was his personality, you know, even with gay people, they'll go, oh yeah, well, he's, you know, or they'll go, oh, fag, you know, but in a loving way, because they don't care, it doesn't bother them. It only bothers the, you know, who have the, what do they have? They have the want to have a problem with whatever it is. It's like when you go to a party and you're in a bad mood and you don't, you're determined to have a bad, you're determined to have a bad night. And so everything that you do is going to be geared toward putting you in a situation in which you can create a scenario to be the chemical addiction within your brain, neurologically speaking, that's going to facilitate, again, that situation. and so subconsciously, of course.
I've ever played. I mean,
But yeah, I mean, if you're in that state where like you are determined
But how
to
they come up with this
be in a bad mood and be angry and get on a power angry trip, that's what's gonna happen. And there's nothing that anyone can do to break you out of that. So anyway, back to the story. Super prissy gay guy. Southern aristocrat. Oh my god. Oh my god, this house is so old and yeah, I think it actually had a character that on American Dad that very well described it. Butler's personality. He was the one that Stan Smith was gonna set Kaylee Cunningham, his daughter, up to marry, and obviously he's a flaming homosexual Southern guy, but he's rich and he's white and white privilege, being affluent. No, that's why he liked it because he's rich and white. Yeah, Butler. He's a good guy though. I don't care if he was attracted to dudes on the low down. Actually, it was funny because as guys, you get in the locker room fucking behavior, and you're in the locker room with guys, you're playing football, you're wrestling. It was a good game, and you don't think anything of it. You smack them on the ass and you walk on by. But I did this one time. We had a party, and Butler was there, and I was just in that locker room mood. I don't know why, but I walked by. What's up, man? And he goes, as I'm walking by, I believe that way. He goes like this. And he was drunk, so his guard was down. And I was like,
try everything. Back forward kick, down forward punch, half circle back punch,
not quite that obvious, but in my mind I was kind of doing that a little bit. And a little bit, dude, it's okay. It's okay to be gay. You know what I mean? Alright, we don't care. You know what I mean?
Why couldn't it be something more common? I think one thing towards any white is being able to pick it up and play.
That's anything, actually. Really, nothing matters. You're all gonna die. So get out of this fuck. So speak. That don't sound so yeah. He has he moves in with this gigantic bed set. I swear to God, it was the height of the entire. Who's the height of the entire ceiling? It was. He was actually worried that it might not fit in. It might not clear the roof in his room. And then why'd you buy it for you, dude? But he's like, he's the kind of prissy gay guy who needs to have, I don't know, like $2,000 lamps that look like something that your grandmother would have for whatever reason. They're like made out of doilies and it's crystal. Dude, who uses lamps anymore? But yeah, Let's Butler for you. Still a super nice guy.
It picks you up right where you left off.
There's so many more. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'll probably get back to it a bit later. I've done enough, I think. And then, yeah, I'm going to call it a day, mate. So, cool. Hey, thanks for sticking by. Thanks for chit-chatting. I think I need more subscribers or some shit because, I don't know, I have a lot of viewer hours, which is cool, which means that I don't completely turn everybody off as soon as I start opening my turd holster. So, yeah, I mean, if you would, you could do that subscribe bullshit and the fucking banging the bell crap that all those other tools say on here, but whatever. Do what you want, man. If you want to stick around and do all that nonsense, cool, man. Thanks. Right on. Doses!